as soon as Twitch catches up with the fact that we're back. Alright, now that we're back. Alright, come on, game. Load, load, load. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Yeah, I'm ready for the second part of this Klingon Civil War to come in, man. I'm tired of waiting on it. I'm ready for it to get rolling. Do 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 do. Ding 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 ding. Come on, game. Roll on. I do wish they speed up the loading screens on here. That would be nice. Faster loading screens. That'd be really, really, really nice. Alright, let's check our reps because we shouldn't have much more to go. Alright, so we got another. This is gonna do 2 more days because of where it's landed, it landed at. Dang it. Oh, here we go. Here's another one getting ready to hit tier 6. And 3, 2, 1. Complete. There we go. We hit tier 6 in competitive. Fantabulous. Yeah, because the event for the yeah, I'm at 900 and it ends on January 2nd. So I am not going to get that tier 6 coupon or those levy crystals, and I am not happy about it. But there's nothing I can do about it, so it's fine. If I'd have started earlier in the year, I probably would have got a little further along. But alas, I did not. It's fine. It'll come back around next year. What am I missing here? Let's see. Engines, rending shot. Weapon non-crits increase crit chance. I think I had that one. Self-heal on critical hit. I think it was that one. Hardened sensors, no. Nope. Magnified firepower. Let's see. We'll go with magnified armaments. Get more damage out of my ground TFOs, even though I'm not fond of the ground TFOs. Alright, let's get the fleet module because I just need the fleet module. I like to have them. I'm going to be short because I'm not going to be able to get the third one. I still need 2 more. Yeah, I know, it doesn't make any sense either because there's supposed to be... It's supposed to be 2 more because like the... What is it? The next part of the Klingon Civil War is supposed to be a part of it, and whatever else. At least I thought it was anyway. Maybe I might be wrong, but I thought there was at least 1 or 2 more because this is supposed to be the year of Klingon. But the thing is console gets screwed over because PC gets it at least a month to usually 2 months ahead of time. Because they've had like the next. And see, there's one more part after that, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know how they're going to do that. It says a total of 4 events. The only 4 events is it showing is these 4 here. The defense of Pavo, to hell with honor, no win scenarios, and battle of the binary stars. But the Klingon Civil War one was adding to it, if I think it was anyway. Seems like it was. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks because I wish now that I had gotten into this one a little faster so that I could have gotten into it, got a little more deeper into it, so that way I could have at least attempted to get those Lobby crystals, because I really would like to get them. But damn, Zen is still high right now. It is still freaking high right now. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get some of these going. Kind of get ahead of it. That one. Hating it takes so long for it to roll over on that stuff. And that one. Okay. No, and no. That don't work. Nope, 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 nope. Definitely not. Okay, how about these? Nope, 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 yep. Yep. And nope. Yeah, I know that. Now, granted, they give you the opportunity to finish it out, finish buying it out with Zen, which I think they know that a lot of people are going to do that just to get done with it. But you know, if you ain't got the Zen, it don't make a difference. It's hard to fork over that stuff to get that Zen when you ain't got it. Green quality, 61%. Well, it's definitely not going to be a purple one. Might be a blue one. Might be a green one. Yeah, they timed that mess just right. And that's what it's all about, man. It's all about the damn... How can we squeeze the dollar out? It's worse than Fortnite. Well, I take that back. Nothing's worse than Fortnite as far as trying to squeeze a dollar out of somebody. But it ain't damn far from it. Definitely ain't that far from it. That's ground weapons. Let's do the kits and modules. There we go. Alright. What's today? Today's Thursday. I gotta look on GTA. I gotta look on YouTube and see what the podium vehicle is on GTA 5 this week. If it's worth going after or not. Okay, let's do... I've got to turn that Nightbot down too. I keep forgetting about it. Let's check specializations. Oh, I got some specialization points. Can I finish out? Oh, I finished out strategist already. I got to put in... Let's start putting some in command. Or commando, excuse me. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Increase melee. Increase weapon and melee damage. No, it's this one. Not that one, it's this one. There we go. Let's put some of these points in here. There we go. And get some of these points in this one. I need to start working on some of these other ones. Which I need to finish this one out too. I need to finish this one out too. I need to finish the ground out. I need to finish out the ground side. Ground side needs some love. I haven't been doing it. Alright. Now, I need a better impulse engine. And I hear, nope, not that one. I hear that the impulse engines from the competitive war games are pretty good, but I don't know 100% of that one. So, with that said, let's, that's Gamma. Oh, that's right, I don't have it yet. Dang it. What does Gamma have to offer? I need to get that account-wide discount, but it's going to have to wait. Does Gamma have anything? Gravitron deflector array. Overcharge, core resilient, overcharge singularity. How about this one? What does this one got? What does this one have to offer? Nothing. Flight speed and turn rate. I don't really need that. What is it on the competitive? Where is it? No. Flight speed thrusters upon activating firing mode bridge officer abilities. Flight speed, defense rating, increased recharge. Okay, so maybe it's not that one. I thought it was one of these. Is it the bolstered? I mean, all these do the same. It looks like they do the same anyway. Bolstered warp core. Fortified engines do. Fortified engines do the same thing as all the rest. If I get a 2-piece, it'll increase my hull cap, crit chance, and resistance to control effects. 3-piece does. A 3-piece does better. Well, 4-piece is probably the best because gets half all damage for 10 seconds. I don't know. I need a better impulse engine. Marksman, any idea on a better impulse engine? Reputation or otherwise? I'm running the soul one right this minute because I was running the 4-piece soul set, but I have since changed that to the Tilly shield And I'm running a two-piece with it with the... No, I'm not running a two-piece with that. Because I'm running the Tilly Shield, Fleet Deflector, Soul Engine, and the Obelisk Warp Core. So I need a better impulse engine than this. Because the only thing I get out of this one is flight speed, more shield power, directed energy attacks. You have a 25% chance to gain turn rate, which is pretty much not much different. If I run a two-piece, I'll get the kinetic and energy resistance. The nanite repair nanites if I'm running a three-piece, but I hear that the fleet deflectors are better, so I went with a fleet deflector finally. And I hear the Tilly Shield is pretty good, so I went with the Tilly Shield. And technically I need to get a two-piece. I guess I could get the mycelial wave engines. That way it'll give me a two-piece with this one. That way I can get that 120% hull regen. I guess I could do that. That'd probably be a better setup to get a two-piece, to do the two-piece set. The hull regen would be better survivability, which my squishy little Defiant needs that. I might do that if I've got enough. I know I got enough marks. The issue is going to be, do I have enough dilithium to get it? 16,250. I think I've got that actually. I've definitely got the marks. Not worried about that. I guess I can do that. I can run the two-piece. Shield power, engine power is slower. Full impulse is the same, so there's no change there. I just get shield power, engine power, shield power during combat, engine power outside of combat, 16.5 flight speed, which I'm sure that'll increase as I add to it. A little bit better flight turn, 16.5 full impulse flight speed, which is probably the same, if not better, than what I'm already running. Actually, it's better than what I'm running. Full impulse flight speed the same. The flight speed itself is a little less, but the turn rate's better. Shield power is better. Yeah, I'd be better off running that with a two-piece. I think I'm gonna do that. Let me make sure I got enough dilithium first. Yeah, I got enough dilithium. Okay. Alright, let's do that. Let's grab those engines, impulse engines. Where the hell is it? There it is. This one. Yeah. Oh, spore canisters are probably going to be an issue. Yep, I don't have any figures. I can't do that because I've got to have the spore canisters first. So... okay. And you can only do one a day, which sucks. Alright, so I've got to find a TFO. to get the spore canisters. No, that was exactly what I needed right there. Oh God, I see Sarah. I see him. I see something there about Kerrigan. So I guess she's on or he's on, whatever. There we go. Peril over Pavo. Operation Riposte. Defense of Starbase 1. Defense of Starbase 1 will be the easiest of the bunch. Yeah. Defense of Starbase 1 will be the easiest. Oh, that is Kerrigan. She's already picking a fight with somebody. There she goes.
Odo's found something in...
Odo's found... Oh, she left. Or did she just go over there? Alright, let's do the let's go into the TFOs. And... run... if I can find it. There we go. Alright. We'll run some... we'll try and run a defense of Starbase 1 anyway. See if I can luck up and get a couple of spore canisters out of it. And again, I'd probably best just doing randoms, because 9 times out of 10 Starbase 1 rolls in there anyways. Alright, let's turn that one off. Join in a random. Everybody switch to tractor beams and do not switch back to hazard emitters. What's she talking about? Is she crazy? Ugh. Alright, as soon as this thing loads in. Pryor's World. Dang it.
The Klingons have made a tactical error.
The Klingons made a tactical error. Fish bait with the fish taco. It's funny. He's running a Baul ship. Oh, there's the toe jam. It trips me out looking at people's names and names of ships and all. See, this is what I'm talking about. I was talking about the other night about picking a name for ships and all. That one just running the USS Toe Jam only would have been funnier if his captain's name would have been Earl. Yeah, that Century's that Baul ship, man. It's a pretty good size for it.
Another awakening securing TF1 station.
It's not. I don't think it's the biggest one. I don't think it's the biggest one. That shit. What is it? The The one that Kerrigan always runs in. It's the it's either the Section 31 ship or the what is it? The movie version, the reboot Enterprise. No, it's not reboot Enterprise. It was one of those ships that was on the reboot Star Trek, I think. The Kelvin timeline ship. I think it's the biggest one.
First away teams arrived on Zenith 2 station. Another away team reports successful transport to Zenith 2 station.
I went a little old.
Reports successful transport to Zenith 2 station.
As Riker told Worf on First Contact, it's a tough little ship. Yeah, I forgot about that. The big giant Enterprise. I forgot all about that. Yep. I think you're right. I think that is the biggest one. Totally forgot about that massive thing. That's like on First Contact. It's a pretty good size one. That's like when we're on First Contact though, when the Enterprise came in and beamed Worf and his crew off of the Defiant right before the Borg cube blew it up. And he looked at Worf and he said, "It's a tough little ship." Worf just kind of turned his head and looked at him and growled a little bit and said, "What do you mean little?" He was offended by it.
Zenith 3 has lost shield. Transport away team. First away team to become captured on Zenith 3 station. Another away team for successful transport to Zenith 3 station. Another away team report successful transport to Zenith 3 station. Another away team report successful transport to Zenith 3 station. Zenith 3 stations.
Which now that Borg ship is pretty big too.
All vessels, engage cloak and regroup at Apex Station.
That new Borg ship that they come out with is a pretty good size one.
Klingon reinforcements have arrived. Take them out.
It don't look it from a distance, but when you get right up on it, it does. That Borg Juggernaut is a pretty good size one. A Borg cube, that would be awesome if they would throw that in there for you to be able to get. Either one, either the regular cube or the tactical cube. Everything next to a Defiant is bigger. Even that Odyssey class sitting right over there. The only thing smaller, there's one in here with a with a
Intercept
Voyager
enemy
style
missiles
ship,
before they reach
and
our
that's a little bit smaller, but it's just longer. Right there, the toe jam.
Transport Alpha 1 reports missile lock on.
Other than it being longer, it's a small one. It's a small ship. That Defiant may be small, but it packs a big punch. I think so.
2 missiles just launched to transport Beta 1.
Talk about Spock's time ship. Is that the one you're talking about?
Damn it. Lost the transport.
Yeah, I think it's smaller than this one.
Damn it. Lost the transport.
I think it's smaller than Defiant because it was supposed to be, because it was only like a single person ship. So
Gamma 1 is being targeted by 2 more missiles. Another missile is inbound on Gamma.
the only thing that looks smaller than a Defiant, other than that, is the little Jemadar. The little Jemadar ships, the little Scarabs.
Beta corridors, another inbound missile. Take it down. Damn it. We lost the transport.
Damn it, we lost the transport. You know, it's kind of hard to hit them missiles. Them little fuckers is fast. No, it is not. Not by a long shot.
Two missiles. Cicada reports they're combat ready. Damn it. Lost the transport.
Well, dude, you can't win them all. I mean, you got to either lose the damn transport from the missiles or lose it from the groupings. Where is it? Oh, it's around here somewhere. Am I blind? Am I not? Or did I just fly past it? Must have got blown to hell.
There's missiles just launched towards Alpha corridor. Transport Gamma 3 is targeted. Destroy the missile.
I'm trying to destroy something.
Damn it. Lost the transport.
How did it lose the damn transport? I'm sitting right here looking at it.
Transport Beta 3 reports missile lock-on.
Which one was Beta? Must be that one over there. Yep, it's that one over there.
The Cicada has been... Damn it. We lost the transport.
Eh,
The security forces have landed. Killed all remaining Klingon vessels.
I like those sentry guns. The Klingon bird of prey are the same way. They're teeny tiny.
Klingon Starfleet command.
They're wide, but what the hell is that thing? The USS Cape?
Defend our transports as we withdraw.
No, Galron, we're going to take your transport.
Cicada reports that combat ready. Disable and capture Klingon transport. Klingon transport disabled. Tractor it back to our starting area. You've got a tractor beam on that transport. Good. Going
Yeah,
back.
let's drag him back. Because the problem is that dragging this thing back with this Defiant is a pain.
Damn. What I got to destroy the transport is home. Klingon transport disabled. Tractor it back to our starting area. Klingon transport disabled. Tractor it back to our starting area. You've got a tractor beam on that transport. Good. Tow it back.
I'll attempt to tow it back.
Disabled.
I guarantee it's going to make it, because are you serious, man? Come on. I took everything out, dragging that damn thing, and it's still. True. It's definitely hard to keep up with where you're going. And they don't, and like in this one where you have to tractor that transport back to the other side, its towing capacity sucks.
Klingon transport has been secured. The Klingon transport disabled. Tractor it back to the starting area.
Oh, that's gonna get away, I do believe. Nope, he's not gonna get away.
Transport disabled. Tractor it back to our starting area. Transport disabled. Tractor
There we
back
go.
to our starting area.
Try and keep him from blowing that thing up.
The Klingon transport has been secured.
Get him. Oh crap, there's one over there, I didn't even see him.
Transport disabled. Tractor it back to our starting area.
Yeah.
The Klingon transport has been secured.
Alright. Is that all of them? It's alright if you can get full impulse and get a good run going before you hit it with that tractor beam. Because as soon as you hit with that tractor beam, it slows you to a crawl.
It's a dreadnought. The Klingon transport has been secured.
This is Akar, son of Akar.
Ooh.
May you find death before dishonor.
All vessels, disable that dreadnought. We need to take our captain alive.
Well, I can't. I'm dragging the damn ship behind me. And I'm dragging it just as slow as it'll drag. At least get this transport off of me.
The Shinano was returned to the fight.
What? Come on, man. Seriously? Alright. Get back a little ways. Pull off of them just a little bit. There we go. Maybe do a little strafing run on it. Ah, he changed it. I didn't want to hit him with that. I wanted to hit that one with it. For the love of God, quit. You know what? Take them little suckers out. Where are them little ones at? Keep shooting. There we go. That's another reason I think I'm going to go with a cruiser for my second ship. I'm thinking about that Shepherd Miracle Worker. Uh-oh, I'm about to blow up. I'm stuck in a tractor beam. Why am I stuck in a tractor beam? Oh, can I hold out just long enough to... There we go. It ain't much, but it's better than nothing. Naturally, he's gonna lock. Hell, naturally, he's gonna lock straight onto me. Say, how am I gonna get phaser damage on the thing, because I'm not running phasers, I'm running disruptors, but I keep forgetting that it'll still count it, even if it's not me. A good distance. Damn, why is he shooting me? I ain't done nothing, man. I don't know why you're shooting me, dude. Now you got me stuck in a tractor beam. I ain't done anything to you. I think just because I shot you with some disruptors and a few torpedoes and everything else, that gives you the right to shoot me. He can't withdraw.
Attention all
Got it.
hands. I'm happy to report that Operation Riposte was a success. The Klingons are in full retreat.
Ooh, this was one of them.
Has been
Can I get? Let's see if I get lucky and get the damn thing. The spore canisters. There you go. See if I can get lucky and get the spore canisters. I was hoping it was Defense Starbase 1 instead, but I'll take it. I'll take it. Rewards. Take the Discovery Marks package because I need those. And it didn't give me what I freaking needed. Kerrigan's face is a hazard emitter. Oh Lord, they are railing on her this morning tonight. That's funny. You hate for it to be that way, but it is funny. Alright. Let's see if I've got any fleet holdings that are new. None that I can add anything but dilithium to. I was looking for more fleet marks, but I don't have anything to get fleet marks with, so I completely forgot what I was getting ready to do. I reckon I can go ahead and put the marks in there. That way I can go ahead and start. I can go ahead and get those marks. I'm guessing she's doing like a role play thing. It doesn't, because the chat didn't really make any sense. Doesn't really make any sense to me right this minute. But all right, I'm gonna take a couple of minute break, run to the restroom. I shall return. returned. Alright, chap, let's get into some real good nonsense. Now, while I'm getting ready to kick into the next TFO here, those who have been here since watching me talk about ridiculousness and nonsense, before we're going to talk some politics real quick, which a lot of people who have heard me talk before, like before the election and stuff like that, knows I am very anti-political to start with. I despise politics. I'm not a big fan of politicians in general. The reason I say that is because all politicians, in my opinion, are liars and cheats and scumbags, and they'll stay that way until they get caught. With that being said, it don't make a difference what side of the aisle you pull for, whether you pull for the right, whether you pull for the left, whether you're right smack dab in the middle, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat or a Libertarian or an Independent or whatever. At some point in time, you got to know and you got to understand there's a difference between things that's what's right and what's wrong. Politicians, on the other hand, don't know the difference between right and wrong. They see that gray area of, yeah, it might be right, it might be wrong, but we're in that little gray area of it might be either way. That being said,
the mission is to infiltrate.
As everybody knows, our wonderful electoral process is in shambles right this minute. And it's probably going to stay that way for a little while. Now, I am a Southerner. I am from the South. I am thankfully not from Georgia right this minute, because I'm sure people from Georgia are getting railed right this minute. But I watched these hearings, just a little bit of them today, these Georgia hearings from the lawsuits that Trump has put down, or his lawyers have put down. And one of these lawyers showed video security footage from inside the building. What is the TF Center or State Farm Center, or whatever it's called. Anyway, where the place where the votes were being counted, right? And it was probably like a little 15-minute video, because they took that part and they just kind of skimmed it down so that you ain't got to watch the whole damn thing. Anyhow, this lawyer was talking about how the poll workers, a certain 3 or 4 of them, had sent everybody home at like 10 o'clock, 10:30, and said that they were stopping the count. They weren't going to count no more. They were going to reconvene the next morning. And so they were not supposed to be counting anything. Everybody was packing up. They were covering up the counting machines, and people were getting ready to leave, and there were 3 or 4 of them just kind of meandering around, and they were still kind of counting. They said they were getting ready to quit and call it a night and everything. And when the observers and the media, news crews that were in the room during these counts were going on, just as soon as they walked out of the room, because they said, well, everybody's going home, we're not going to count anything until the next morning. As soon as they walked out the door, these people started pulling cases of ballots out from under a freaking table. A table that was placed there by one of those poll workers at 8 o'clock in the morning, the that morning. Right? So from 10:30, 11 o'clock at night until 1 in the morning, when it was discovered that they was still there counting hot and heavy, ballots that they pulled from cases under a table. Under a freaking table. I'm like, are you serious? Were these people not smart enough to realize that the building that they were in is covered in freaking security cameras? And realize that if you're going to do something wrong, doing it in a building that's covered in security cameras is probably not your smartest decision.
Fire in the hole! Area clear.
And Trump made a speech last night that apparently, to my knowledge, nobody covered except to talk smack about it this morning on the news. Talking about he was doing making unsubstantiated claims of fraud and this, that, and the other. Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this, and I said it before the election, and I'll say it again. You don't vote for the man; you vote for the policies of said man. If you're gonna vote because of a person, you're gonna be disappointed because people, especially politicians, are going to do what they want to do. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They only care about one thing: power. Getting it and keeping it. That's all a politician is worried about. And they will get it and keep it by any means necessary. Been doing it since the beginning of time. Since politics was a thing. When they discovered that they can get that little bit of power, and they figure out a way to get that little bit of power, they'll do anything and everything they can to keep it. And so, what kills me is,
according to our scans of the tunnel under us,
these news media, these news outlets, these supposed news outlets, take your pick, will have said they're unsubstantiated. There's no proof. Guess what? I watched that video in that Georgia hearing today and watched the video as these people literally grabbed what looked like suitcases of, I'm assuming they were ballots. They said they were ballots. I'm assuming they were ballots because they were taking them from underneath this table, carrying them over to their tables where they were working, counting ballots, and were moving like hotcakes. And when I say moving like hotcakes, I mean, these people were blistering through this mess, doing whatever they were doing. And they kept doing it until about 1 o'clock in the morning, when it was discovered that they were still counting when they weren't supposed to be, or when they said they weren't going to be. And so these news people who say there's no proof, there's no proof, there's no proof, it's unsubstantiated, I say, I just watched it with my own two eyes. If I hadn't seen it, I probably wouldn't have believed it. But I watched it on that video camera, the security cameras from that building, with my own two eyes. Watched it happen. I watched it happen. So for you to sit there and tell me every single day, because that's what the news does, the news tells you that it's not true. It didn't happen. And it's funny because I seen a video the other day that was talking about CNN finally came out and said, they were about these leaked documents from China about the virus, right? the documents that supposedly leaked out of China, exposing China for lying about the coup. Guess what, CNN? Other news media outlets and other people, including the president, have been saying this came from China. Guess what? You're 9 months late on that one there, CNN. You're about 9 months late on that one. But it's breaking news. That's what they were calling it, breaking news. But they were 9 months late on the news. It's funny to me. But that wasn't the best one that I saw today. The best one that I saw today was, I know people have heard some of these states, Michigan, Wisconsin, Seattle, or Washington State, California, they've all done, and it's Democrat places have I know you've heard this term said on the news, or maybe not heard it on the news, defunding the police. That's the new thing now. We gotta defund the police because the police is bad. There's good cops out there, there's bad cops out there. You're gonna get that no matter where you are in this world. It don't make a difference if you here, it don't make a difference if you overseas. There's gonna be good ones, there's gonna be bad ones. It happens. Because guess what? People are stupid. It's just the way it goes. You gotta learn to live with it, you know? And what you do is you got to sort through the nonsense to find the bad ones to get rid of them. That's what you do. Delta Iconian. That's the only way you're going to do it. You got to weed out the good with the bad. You know? Delta and Iconian. Delta. I'll put them in Iconian. Anyway, the media darling for the Democrat Party, the great Democrat Messiah, otherwise known as former President Barack Obama. Whether you like the man or not. I actually liked the man when he first started running. I thought he's very well spoken, and he knows how to talk to people to get what he wants. Granted, in office, he was kind of very ineffective, but he's a very likable person. He really is. He truly is a very likable person. He messed up big time the other day when he went against his own party and said, which is kind of funny the way he said it. He said I don't think they should say defund the police in public because they're going to take themselves away from half of the people. You're going to alienate themselves from half the people. Marksman, I see you. When I say I see you, I mean I'm like literally flying up to your ship right now. Anyway, back to my nonsensical rant here. Anyway, Obama said, you picked a defiant too. Look at you. He messed up and said for them to not say about defunding the police. And guess what? His own party members turned on him. You sure? You told me you had the St. Michael, the USS Sword of God. It's right there above me. I see it. That one's not you? That's sitting right here beside me? This one? Right here? Well, guess what? Somebody stole your name and ship. You lie. You just... need I remind you, it's right here in this chat. Right here. I see it. See? It's right here. It said, Marksman '09, St. Michael in the USS Sword of God. Or were you talking about said person in this chat? Or were you talking about talking about this person in this lobby? Okay. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Anyway, got me off topic. Freaking Obama said don't defund the police, right? His own party members, and which this is what people are calling the radical left side of them, turned on him like a crab in a bucket. I heard that analogy at some point, saying that Democrats were like crabs in a bucket, and the thing about it is when you put crabs in a bucket, they all trying to climb. They all start trying to climb out, and when one gets close to getting out, the rest of them will grab that crab and pull him back in the bucket, so none of them get out, right? And it's funny because they pulled up a video of the ladies on The View, what's her name, Sunny and Whoopi and Joy Behar and that other one, John McCain's daughter, which I don't think she was in that one. I didn't pay attention to it much. But the Sunny lady, she's, I guess, a lawyer. Used to be a lawyer, or still is a lawyer. Night, buddy. About it and said that what she believes is that she didn't agree with what he said, and they had the screen. They had Whoopi and Joy Behar and the other two, or the other one on there, and Joy Behar is just shaking her head back and forth like she could not believe the great Obama crushed her dreams. It went against what they all said was true. And I'm sitting there looking at this. I'm like, oh my God, how do these people live with themselves like this? I really don't get it. I don't understand it. That's the thing about politics I don't understand. They're so... And that's like Whoopi Goldberg busting out, telling Republicans that voted for Trump that they needed to suck it up like they did for the last 4 years. I hate to tell you this, but everything that Trump has said since he's been in office has come true and has been true. While the man gets emotional and he lets his emotions take over his common sense a lot of times, especially when he's on Twitter. If I was the man's chief of staff, I'd have told him, look, you got to lay off of Twitter for a little while. You're making yourself look stupid. But everything he said that has been done against him up to this point has been true, has been verified in court. When he said that the Obama and Biden and the campaign and Clinton and all spied on his campaign, that was true. Court records Court records. Not conspiracy theory sites or conspiracy theorists. Not from that. Court records. Prove that point. Court records that didn't even see the light of day until this year. And that's weird. I mean, yeah, and it's funny. And he said it on his speech the other night. They were talking about him. They were spying on his campaign. Guess what, people? It happened. Yeah. Which one? That one? The Alliance cruiser? Okay. Alright. Then you must have been talking about that one a while ago then. And I just didn't catch it. That must have been what you were doing. You must have been talking about, because I was talking about ship names, because I was talking about the Toe Jam and the other one. Is that what it was? Is that what you were doing? Did I seriously just accuse you of nothing? I apologize. I apologize. I pulled a Democrat on you. I'm sorry. Oh. It's funny, though. It's funny. Oh my god, I can't. I can't, though. It is. It's funny. It's hilarious. You gotta admit, politics, while politics is annoying at times, there is fun involved if you sit there and watch it. Because watching the news, right? I can't stand watching the news. I call it watch. It's like I say it's like watching cancer grow, because technically it is. Because they can't be. It's always negative on the news, and but it's fun to watch. You know, they always talk some of the radio shows. They do the dumb crook news, right? You watch these Democrats on TV, and even some of the Republicans. The Republicans are just as bad. I mean, one of the senators here in North Carolina, Richard Burr, got caught doing insider trading. He's stupid. He did something stupid, and he's gonna. Well, he probably won't get punished for it, but he'll get out of it somehow, because he'll have good enough lawyers to do that. But he did something stupid. The thing about dumb criminals is dumb criminals will do stupid things, and when they get caught, they act like they didn't do anything wrong. Like, it's okay. We didn't do anything wrong. But you broke the law, right? Which gets me back to my point about the what is it? The Republicans are calling it, not the Republicans, but a bunch of lawyers that are working on behalf of the Trump campaign are calling it the Stop the Steal tour, right? They're going to these cities, and they're talking about how the election was stolen, and they're doing this and they're doing that. And then when I watched those Georgia hearings today, and I watched that woman show that video, and I'm like, this is a prime example of dumb crook news. These fools were in a room with 4 security cameras. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. 4 live security cameras. And sitting there doing things that is wrong. and then saying we didn't do anything. We didn't do anything wrong. We what we did was right. No, no, man, it ain't right. You can't do that. You can't do that. If people talk about the integrity, people don't, the American people don't have faith in the electoral process anymore. And it's shit like that is a prime example of why people don't vote. I seen another video of them loading ballots in a UPS van. UPS is not even supposed to be hauling ballots, but yet a UPS truck loaded a whole pallet of boxes labeled absentee ballots. And what was funny is when the dude loading the truck got caught, right? Because there was a guy there was somebody there with a camera, and he was filming them loading this truck up. Dude grabbed a huge giant piece of cardboard and throwed it in between the truck and the building to hide the pallet of ballots being rolled into that damn truck. I'm like, really? Really? This is how things have gotten. Why is this country losing its damn mind? I don't understand it. Somebody explain it to me. Somebody explain to me why people are stupid, for one, and two, why dumb criminals, and not so much dumb criminals, but why people think if you do something wrong and you try to hide it and you get caught, why are you going to sit there and say it didn't happen? It didn't happen. Guess what? If your dumb ass is in a room of 4 security cameras and you are doing something that is wrong and you get caught on those 4 security cameras doing it, guess what? I don't know if you stupid or you just thought you could get away with it. But yeah, I don't get it. The stupidity of people, man. That's my little rant for tonight. I'm done now. I'm done ranting. Had enough. I'll probably watch a little bit of news and all tomorrow, and be prepared for Saturday. Cause Saturday I might come out Saturday swinging on the nonsense. And y'all know I don't like talking about politics because I don't care for it. I don't vote because I don't agree with the process. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. I think all politicians have lost their way. Politicians have forgotten that they work for us, not the other way around. We pay their salaries. We pay their retirements. We pay their health insurance, which is better than most people in this country have now. A lot of people in this country don't have a job. A lot of people in this country are losing their homes. A lot of people in this country are losing their health insurance. Why? And this is funny because I heard this on Steven Crowder said it yesterday, and I didn't really think about it real thoroughly when I heard it, but it makes a lot of sense. Especially when I seen on the news about a bar owner in New York had his bar shut down. He was giving away free beer to people, right? People are already hurting. Man was giving away free beer to people out of his bar. He owned it. He leased the space. It was his bar. He was giving away beer to people who are already struggling. Because Cuomo put the state on lockdown again, cops went to this man's bar, cleared it out, arrested him, and took him to jail simply because he chose to open his bar to people. Now I know there's somebody that's going to pipe up and say, well, he shouldn't have done that because he's putting people at risk by opening up his bar because of the coof. It's true. And this was the comment that Steven Crowder made after talking about this. There are two sides to the way things are now. There is the Democrat side who want to give you a handout, and there are people fighting to keep that handout. On the flip side of that, there are people in this country who want to do their fair share and do what's right and go to work. So if their state is on a lockdown, them going to work is an act of civil disobedience because of a lockdown, they're breaking the law by going to work. And this is what Crowder said, because it goes along with the whole Supreme Court thing and striking Cuomo down about the church gathering things. It all's tied together. Crowder said, and it didn't make any sense to me to start with, but when I really thought it through, it makes perfect sense. These people are committing acts of protest and civil disobedience for their right to work, for their right to worship their religion, right? So you got the side fighting for their right to worship, fighting for their right to work, to provide for these people who are protesting and fighting for their right to get a handout. And what these idiot people don't understand is if you keep cracking down on these people who are doing the civil disobedience and protesting for their right to work, you can't get your handout. You gotta have the people working to pull the tax money that comes from them to give you your handout. Obviously, they didn't think it through very well. Oliver Devos, what's up, dude? I saw you when you come in, and I'm on my little rant right this minute, so I can't get to you. But I will do my greetings now, post haste, and then I'll get back to my little rant. So, if you're in a city in a state that is on lockdown, and you choose to peaceably protest, and for those of you who are going to say about other peaceable quote unquote peaceable protesters, I'm not going to get into that tonight. Maybe Saturday, not tonight. But if you are peaceably protesting your right to go to work, to make a living, to provide for your family, and for a state to say you can't do that is wrong. That's wrong. And it's wrong on a couple of different levels. But for those people who are doing their peaceable protests and say, we need a lockdown, you shouldn't open your business, you're doing this, you're doing that. Guess what? If that man doesn't resist and do his form of protesting by going to work, you don't get your hand out. Think about that. You can't have your hand out if he don't go to work. Because without him defying what he's told he has to do and go to work, the money that comes out of his taxes to give you your handout ain't there. But what's the government want? The government wants to give that handout. Why? Because they want you to look to them for everything. You ain't got no job? That's okay. The government will take care of you. You ain't got no insurance? That's okay. The government will give it to you and take care of you. It's a matter of control and power. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. We've all heard that statement, right? Everybody's heard that. It's been that way for years. It's a saying that people have said for as long as I can remember. A lot of people have done it. I say the same thing. And I say that everybody should take an example. Ben Parker, Uncle Ben from Spider-Man, always told him, with great power comes great responsibility. Every single politician in Washington today have forgotten that. Every single politician, period. It doesn't matter whether it's in Washington or in every single state capital. Every single one of them have forgotten that. That with great power comes great responsibility. Instead, every single one of them has said, how can I get my power? How can I keep my power? I don't want to give it up. And that, fundamentally, is what's wrong with the political system we have today. I'm not knocking the political system or the political process. I'm not knocking the voting system. I'm knocking the fact that politicians who we pay to do work for us, who we pay to represent us, all of them have forgotten that fact and instead have thumbed their noses at us, have looked down on us from their ivory perches and said, we don't care. Vote us in. We'll do this for you. We'll do that for you. Do they ever do it? Nah. Usually they don't. Say what you want about Trump, whether you like him or you don't like him. Like I said, it's not about the man, it's about the policy. What did the man say he was going to do when he come into office? He's going to give everybody a tax cut. What did he do? Gave everybody a tax cut. Before the coup rolled up in here, the economy was running and running well. People had money in their pockets. People were getting paid better. Unemployment rates were going down. People were working at an unprecedented rate. And you know, you can say, I know there's probably some of you out there who might not, who will say Trump is the worst thing that ever walked on this earth. And you may be right. In some instances, you are right. The reason is the man is emotional. He lets his emotions take control of his common sense sometimes. If he shut his emotions off like a Romulan, no, a Vulcan, excuse me, I got it backwards. If he would shut his emotions down and think logically like a Vulcan, ironic, I put a Vulcan reference into this, he'd be better off. But instead, he lets his emotions take hold. He lets his emotions run him like a Romulan. See, I put a Star Trek reference with politics. See there? Everything in this world can go back to Star Trek in some way, shape, fashion, or form if you think about it long enough. But yeah. For these news people though to say this didn't happen. It doesn't happen. They tell you that he's just saying it. Nah, man. He may be blowing smoke on some things, but I believe what I can see. And when I saw that video today, I was like, damn, that was blatantly stupid for one, and blatantly wrong for two. But that's my political rant for today. I got nothing else. Because I'm sure there may be some out there who are like, well, I don't know. You may agree with me. You may not agree with me. And that's your right. Guess what? United States of America, greatest country in the world. To some, anyway. Some may not think so. Other countries may say, U.S. is not that great. We're the best country in the world. Hey, guess what? It's your opinion. You have that right. Everything in this country is not perfect. Not by a long shot. But everything can be fixed. Sort of. Can you fix politics? Nah. You can't fix politics. Politics is politics. It's just the way it goes. You can't fix it. Can't do anything with it. Can't do anything with them. Shit, can't live with them. Can't live with them. Can't live without them at this point. But you can look at them and say, you know what you're doing is wrong, and it shouldn't be that way. When they're telling you to go on lockdown, you can't be with your families, you can't see your families, you can't spend time with your families, you can't spend time with your friends, you gotta stay cooped up in your house. May lose your job, may lose your house because of it, may lose everything you got because of it, but it's going to be alright. You know why? Because the government's going to give you everything back. And you're going to be like Oliver Twist. Please, sir, can I have another? But at what point do we get tired of saying, please, sir, can I have another? And say, get out my face, get out my face, asshole. I'm gonna do it myself. I just realized something listening to myself on this here Twitch channel while I'm watching chat. When I speak like this in a real solid voice, I kind of sound like Snoop Dogg. That's funny. That's trippy. Speaking of Snoop Dogg performed on The Fight last week. He was awesome. I think that's all I got tonight, guys. I think I'm done. I'm all tapped out. I realized my little political rant went a little longer and a little further than I wanted to go. Deep dived into stuff that I really didn't like, that I really don't like talking about. But it was on my mind. And I said, you know what? Let's see what happens. Let's just, you know how I am. I talk to nonsense. Nonsense is key, man. Sometimes you just gotta let the nonsense out. And so I did. Whether you agree with me or not, everybody's entitled. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. But with that, I'm done for tonight, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. This was the end of the rant, the end of the nonsense, the end of a good night. We started out with some Warframe. We got some stuff accomplished on Warframe. We switched over to STO. We ran some TFOs. We got some stuff done. We got some reputations done. We got a couple more. We got one more to finish out. I think 2 more to finish out. 1 or 2 more to finish out. We'll have them all done. Then I reckon I can start working on endeavors because I've been slacking. I need to start working on endeavors. And I need to do abnormalities on here too. I've been slacking on that too. And putting it off. It's time I started taking care of that. We might do that Saturday. Hopefully I will not bore people with my political nonsense. But hey, you never know. Depends on what happens tomorrow, right? Or Saturday. I probably will not be streaming next week. I got some stuff to take care of next week, and so I probably will not stream next week, which I'm kind of sad about, because I like to stream. I enjoy streaming. You guys come in, listen to me talk about nonsense, watch me play video games. I do it for fun. Well, I play the video games for fun. Take care, Marksman. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm getting ready to sign off for the night as well. Everybody else that was hanging out in chat tonight, I appreciate you hanging out. I really do. If you hadn't already done so, slap that follow button. Give me a follow. That way you know every time I go live, it pops up on the little thing on the side of Twitch there. Come hang out with us. Listen to some nonsense. I don't usually do political nonsense. I don't bore people. Try not to bore people with it. But sometimes I get a wild hair and I start ranting about it. Tonight was one of those nights. Probably shouldn't have, but I did anyway. Anyway. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I really do. Everybody that speaks up in chat, everybody that come in and watches, everybody that clicks a follow, y'all make it worth it. So, with that being said, if I can catch my voice here, like Lester Holt says at the end of every newscast, take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.